If self-improvement has started to feel exhausting instead of empowering, then this episode is for you. Today, we're going to talk about self-improvement when it's too much. Grab your coffee and let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
No coffee, but let's get into it.
No coffee, but they might have some coffee.
Yes.
Some listeners might have some coffee.
For sure.
I am cold. So if I'm shivering, that's why I'm wearing a skirt.
A what?
Have you,
You just make that shit up. The hell's
have you ever heard of a skirt?
No.
Babe, it's a common thing, a skirt.
No, it's not.
It
Never heard
looks like a skirt, but it's actually shorts.
Oh, the shorts underneath there.
No, it's like one thing. They're not shorts underneath, but it looks like a skirt. It's like business up front, party in the back. Like skirt in the front and then shorts, but it's short. So like
No, never heard of it.
they could
First
be a
time.
little shorter because shorts are underneath it. But I'm cold. It's a little cold. What do you think the temperature is here today?
I don't know. It's not that bad, though. They made it seem like, I swear, people in the Bay Area made it seem like it's New York weather or some shit, East Coast, like not even close.
No. Do you remember that time?
Not even close.
That time we were in New York in the winter and I was navigating with my phone
Yeah.
and we were walking through the streets of Times Square.
So, yep.
And when we got into the hotel and I tried to put my phone down, my hands were frozen like this, and they were
Like stuck.
I couldn't move them. And at first I didn't feel them at all, but then they hurt. It was pain. When they started to actually warm up,
Yeah, I thought.
it became painful. That was scary. I'm like, oh my God, I gave myself frostbite. It was like 17 degrees.
Yeah, it was cold.
It was the coldest I'd ever experienced it.
I remember walking through the streets also in the daytime. I don't know which trip that was. I remember the floor was icy everywhere, and I like lost my breath. I started getting like lightheaded. Like what the F is that?
Yeah.
I didn't understand what that was. I started kind of like getting discombobulated. Like what the fuck is it? Is this too much cold air coming into my lungs, into my head?
It's like
Like it threw me off. I remember that. I don't remember where we're at, but I remember being in New York. I don't know if because we weren't acclimated. It was just too much.
I'm trying to think.
It was weird. I don't know what it was.
I know that there's something that happens when either rain and snow, there's atmospheric pressure changes that can make you feel kind of ill.
Yeah. It made me feel, like I was like having a hard time balance. Like, why did I feel dizzy? I felt off. It was crazy. I don't know. It never happened to me again, but just that one time.
That's so crazy. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm a little cold. And when I'm cold, like I feel like my teeth want to chatter. Like
Or if you yap away or warm yourself up,
maybe I need to do
you got to
that.
get your mind off of it.
Yap away.
Yeah, just yap.
yappity
Just talk
yap.
and forget that you're cold.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for joining us on another episode of Candidly with Coffee. Make sure you like and subscribe to us here on YouTube and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Comment, interact with us, share. Let us know you're listening. Let us know you're out there.
Let us know, or even ask questions.
Ask questions. Mike's going to be in the comments answering all the questions.
We might debunk a myth that you heard about something.
Okay, so I want to talk about self-improvement fatigue. Or just in general, finding the balance between being content but always wanting more. I think it's a hard balance to strike, I think, especially for me and for us. We tend to be kind of like overachievers, kind of want more, but I too do try to like find a balance in it's okay to want more, but it's okay to be happy with where you are as well. I think two can exist at the same time.
There's a fine line you got to find, I guess, or a happy medium.
Yeah. Because I think it's kind of like, not even just like on a self-improvement journey, like a physique goals or health goals, even in life, I think we can get caught up with always wanting more, meaning even the minute that you get something that you've been striving for, you're only like happy with it for a minute and then you need more.
You want another shiny new toy.
Yeah.
You're looking for that next dopamine hit.
That's what it is.
That's the problem.
Part of it.
That's like I always say people who are addicted to Amazon. You know, you have those people who just can't stop ordering.
Yeah, because they like the packages.
A friend of mine's ex-wife, which one of the reasons that led to divorce, is she was addicted. She would order things she didn't need and spent, I forgot, exorbitant amount of money. He was like, what are you doing? Like, you're going to go broke ordering Amazon.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, you're right, because it's chasing dopamine, and the dopamine comes from the package arriving or the getting the new thing.
Yeah.
So using the new thing, that there's no excitement there. The excitement is only in getting the next new thing.
Yes.
I think it's the same way with like self-improvement.
It's a sickness. Too. You know, you're all excited. Oh, my package is coming tomorrow. It's ordered. And then it gets there and just, you know, like you said, and then you finally get it, you open it. For that split second, you have a little bit of dopamine and you're like off already on the phone to the next one.
Yeah. I think it's important it's okay to want more, but not at the expense of being happy with where you are currently. Because if it's on a self, journey, like a self-help journey, it's especially important because I don't think you can really be successful on a health journey if you loathe your current self. I think you have to like come from a place of like being proud of like where you are now, or I'm just happy with myself that I'm starting a journey. But if you just hate yourself, you hate your existence, you're not going to be good at embarking on fixing anything.
True. That's a good way of putting it, actually.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to explain. You improve because you love yourself.
Yeah.
And so you want to do good because you love, you're on this journey. That's why you go on the journey, because you love yourself. Because if you hate yourself, you just continue to eat like shit, do shitty things, because you just...
And then you look at yourself in the mirror with disgust, but you don't want to do nothing about it.
But you won't do anything about it.
You complain, though, to others.
Yeah.
And then you'll take out how you feel on others as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's really not them that's triggering you, it's you.
But so how do you find the fine line between being content? Because some of those people might say, oh, I'm just happy the way I am. Being content. And then there's the other side of the spectrum. There's always two sides of the people that are constantly wanting more and needing more and more and more. Do you think we fall under that sometimes?
It's possible. Yeah.
Like the self-improvement fatigue, just wanting more and more.
I want more in the sense of I want more to learn more. I want to get better and smarter and sharper. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm on right now.
Yeah, because I
get better at things.
I think here's the difference. I think the difference is because it could be considered somewhat toxic, always wanting more, needing to set new goals and all of that. I consider that like kind of growth because there's a difference. There's a very distinct difference. I can be perfectly happy, truly happy with how I currently am. I'm happy with my life, happy with the way I look, happy and enjoying it in the moment, but I can also want more. And that's okay. I think the problem is when we're always striving for more, because when we get the more, we're still not happy.
True.
There's a huge difference, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I knew someone like that in my life years ago, that she was never happy. You would think, oh, you finally, you wanted this, you got this, now you got it. Aren't you happy? But you're already looking for that, the next thing. She was always on to the next thing. There's
a lot of those people out there, and it's a crappy way to live life, that you're not happy with what you got. That's a problem. Some people want too much more. Or like, you got to be happy with what you have now. Mm-hmm. We want more in a sense of like, we're always challenging ourselves. That's what this is, a challenge to see what we can do at this age. You're about to be, by the time the listen to this, you'll be 50, but you're on a journey on the road to 50. Mm-hmm. It's a challenge because you're only going to be 51. So you're trying to show these ladies like, don't let your age hold you back. Don't be fooled by that. You can challenge yourself and become the best version of yourself, even at older age.
Yeah, I think it's important to have, because I do believe it's like people, you don't stay the same. You either go backwards or forward.
Yeah.
So you always got to be moving forward in some degree. But I do think it's important to always make sure you are not waiting until the next thing before you can be happy. I think people like, oh, if I have this, then I'll be happy. If I do this, then I'll be happy. And then they're never happy. It's like a never-ending chase. And that becomes unhealthy and exhausting. And I could feel at some point in time, you're either never experience happiness or you just completely burn out and go in the other direction.
Usually it's burnout and go in the other direction.
Yeah.
And then they crumble and fall apart.
Yeah. So it's like, I've struggled with that sometimes myself in terms of like, why do I always want more? If I'm being completely honest, I think part of my desire to want more or to be like the best or to keep going or to set all these lofty goals comes from the way I was raised with my dad.
Be the best.
Be the best.
Be the best.
You have to be the best. If you're going to do something, you got to be the best. You got to be look the best, be the smartest. And that was just like pounded into me. And I think that's probably where it comes from. So I try to be mindful of that though, because I know I have that in me, but I try to do it in healthy ways. So I always try to appreciate what I have now and happy with, celebrate where my physique is now. Like when I was on the build and I was feeling fluffy or whatever, but I still was like, no, well, I'm going to enjoy the fact that I'm strong right now. I tried to focus on like the positive things instead of saying, oh, I'm miserable right now and I'm only going to be happy when I'm cutting.
Yeah.
I tried to not do that. Those thoughts crept into my mind.
Of course. It's natural.
But I tried to be aware. Especially in my older years, I was not always like this. I've tried to become self-aware of those things that I need to improve upon. But I do feel like for a lot of people, this striving, it's always needing something, wanting something more, that it's exhausting.
I know it is. It really is. And it's like, at some point in time, you got to be happy where you're at in life. You can't keep always. It's good to like know things, learn things, challenge yourself, but also be present and live and happily live in the moment you're now. Mm-hmm. Don't just be like, oh, when this happens, or when that happens, or this or that. Like you said, when you're going through the journey, when you're putting on some weight and some muscle, probably part of both of us, we didn't feel like look our best, but it's part of the journey. We're on a mission. Like, all right, part of the mission was to get stronger, build muscle, and then we know we're going to go in the other direction. Yeah. And now we're on the other side of it.
Yeah, I remember there was a point in time in the journey that I just decided, you know what, I'm just going for it. I'm just going to go all in and just going to finish this out. I like my mindset shifted because there was a time in the beginning of it where I thought, well, I'm going to go do this as long as I don't gain this much weight or as long as my waist is, I kept putting parameters on it. And then at some point, I'm like, you know what? What's 4 months? I committed to 4 months. Whatever happens. I'm just going to do it for 4 months.
Yeah.
Because this is ridiculous at this point. And so then once I switched my mindset and changed it into that, it became easier and more fun.
And how fast did 4 months go by?
Yeah, it did.
Quick.
But then, but going back to the topic of the episode, at what point obviously this was a special journey for us because it was my 50th birthday. I wanted to do something. I'm not always going to be embarking on something grand like that because I do believe this. I do believe that there is this constant, if you're always like needing and wanting more, that you forget to be happy with the where you've reached along the way. Like, after this journey, I'm very happy with what I've achieved. I'm very happy with it. So I want to enjoy it. Now I'm happy. I want to enjoy it. I'm not going to let it go, but I want to kind of like, what are we going to do to, enjoy it? It'll be fun to like go to maybe some pool parties or for old time's sakes or do whatever and enjoy it instead of immediately going to what now?
Yeah,
I don't feel like I need the what now. I don't always need to have something grand. What now is just like, okay, just continue to lock in on my lifestyle, enjoy the lifestyle, and There doesn't always have to be something.
Yeah. It's true. Got to live in the moment. Enjoy it right now.
Yeah.
Stop on to the next thing. Mm-hmm. That's the problem is we're always on to the next. And it almost becomes insanity because you're never truly happy in your mind.
You're never truly happy.
No, you're just on to the next. Like you got to stop and dude, look at life. Like stop, take a deep breath, close your eyes and be like, I got a roof over my head. I got food on the table. I'm healthy. I'm at a comfortable place where I want to be, like physically, mentally, spiritually. Embrace that. If you want to challenge yourself down the line and do something else, like you want to advance in your career, become an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be, then so be it.
Even when I talk to clients about like different, you always create of your personal journeys, you should have stages, kind of like shorter stages throughout your journey so that you can, some of those stages is like, hey, let's go into a maintenance stage. You don't always have to be working on towards something super grand.
Yeah, true.
Like 3 months of just like kind of like
take a little break,
cruising. Like let's cruise for 3 months. Then you'll get re-excited and ignited again. But learn how to be content with just status quo.
True.
And I think that's for us because I think we're entering that phase, right? Where we're just going to enjoy status quo for a while and not have something grand to be working towards. There doesn't always have to be that way.
No.
That's kind of like the shiny new toy too, always needing the shiny new toy. Then what now? What now? It can become an addiction.
I got this new car. It's 2 years old. I'll go get another car. No, you don't.
Wash it. Put a new air freshener in it. Do something to reinvigorate your love for that car.
Detail it. Tint the windows.
Yeah.
Maybe change the wheels if you don't like them.
I think that there's ways around that constant need for more.
Get a wrap put on it. If you don't like the color it is and you're bored of the color, we'll get a wrap.
Yeah, you could get out of control with that. Even in just like...
You could.
Everything like, there was a time I felt like I needed 22 purses. For every potential outfit and possible combination, I needed a purse, a designer purse. It's just ridiculous. 25 pairs of sunglasses. And I mean, people will be shocked to see the size of our closet that you and I share, and it's not even full.
We make it work.
It's not even full. It's like 75% full. There's room. Most people would have that thing stuffed to the gills.
And then some.
And
you're
then
bursting
some.
at the seams.
And then all the guest closets would be packed and all of that. Like the guest closet's empty. So the guests can put their suitcases in there.
Yeah, true.
But it's because I had to shift my mindset. I wonder if that just comes with age, or I don't know what changed in me, but I just realized that I don't need that anymore. I don't need the next best thing and the newest handbag and the whatever to be happy.
Yeah.
I can like shop in my own closet.
Right.
And put together new outfit combos that I haven't done before,
or wear this purse that I haven't taken her out on a date with me.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to switch purses into one of my other purses. Like shop in my own stuff. I condensed.
Enjoy what you have.
Yeah. Enjoying what you have. Huge.
Big. That makes a huge difference. And always chase the next thing. Enjoy what you have. Enjoy what you have.
Yeah. Your physique. Enjoy what you've built.
Enjoy.
You don't need to always need more. If you're happy, if you're truly happy with where you're at, you can kind of like put a pin in that. Go work on something else in life. Go learn a language. Keep that where it's at. You don't always have to be striving for more, but that doesn't mean you need to stop growing. You can kind of just divert that same tenacity and excitement for growth into something else.
Yeah.
But the constant, I feel like it could be a little bit of a sickness for the constant need to, it could snowball. You have to be careful. Like even with plastic surgery, you do one thing, you do another thing, you do more and more. I'd like to, I'm happy to say, if anything, I've pulled back. Like I do Botox. I haven't put filler in my lips in like 4 or 5 years. It's been a long time. Like I don't do more and more and more every year. I just do something every year.
Yeah.
Usually around my birthday. Last year I got a little filler on my birthday, not on my lips, but on my chin right here. But usually a little something every year for my birthday I do to just kind of like feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it's not snowballing. It's not like I'm doing more and more and more every year.
Not going overboard.
Yeah.
What some people tend to do.
Well, it can be easy to spiral and just always, it's social media has a lot to do with it. You see everybody else. It's like, wow, I want that. I want to do that. I should be striving for that. I could
Yeah.
be more muscular. I could be skinnier. I can be this. I can be that.
Results are not typical, and don't compare yourself to others. That's what a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how come I don't look like her? Oh, how come my body's not changing like that?
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Big time.
It will steal the
Yes.
joy right out of your body, right out of your
That's
heart.
one of the best sayings in life.
So true.
We're all different. We're all built different. Everybody has different circumstances. And listen, speaking of social media, don't believe everything you see. Just people put their best foot forward. They put the happy times, the good times. Let me tell you something. Behind those happy and good times, it ain't so good. There's a lot of darkness,
So true.
a lot of fakeness, a lot of, no, they don't own those purses and cars and houses. Those are all for the gram.
Yeah.
People rent those things. They shoot it with them to pretend. That's not them. It's not real life.
They're not really living the life
No,
they portray.
They're portraying that. That's not them. You meet them in real life, they probably don't even look the same. Like, whoa, what? She doesn't look like that. She must edit the shit out of her photos.
That's another
There's
thing.
tons of that.
That's gotten
There's tons of editing.
out
People
of
don't look
control.
Yeah, these people don't look the same.
No,
I got a family member. I'm like, wait a minute, you don't look like that.
I know.
Your photo don't look like that. I know what you look like. Come on, you're
Some
you don't look like
people,
that.
they look at themselves so often only behind a filter
Yep.
that they don't even remember what they look like.
No,
And they'll see themselves in someone else's picture and they'll be like, that's a terrible picture. I look awful.
I just
Why do I look like
just
that?
showed you someone from what their social media to what they really
But
look like in real
seeing
life.
because you see them on someone else's picture,
Yeah,
like,
you're like,
who is
whoa,
that?
that's not the same person.
Yeah. Listen, I show up in whatever way that I am that day. I don't put myself together for filming a YouTube. It's just whatever I am that day. My YouTube, for the most part, I actually look terrible more often than I look like put together. Like
Yeah.
for this show, I like put myself together. But on my like vlogs and stuff, you see the nitty gritty, crazy haired, no makeup. And these days, I even went backwards. I don't even do my lashes. I stopped doing fake lashes. I gave my lashes a break. I'm trying to grow them, and it's a little less maintenance. And I'm trying to put some serum on there and grow them out and just do mascara. But so when I have no makeup on, before with no makeup and your fake lashes, you still look okay. But with no makeup on at all, with no lashes. But I do feel that if someone encounters me in person, they're going to know what I actually look like.
Yeah. You're not going to look like this other made-up character.
This filtered whatever.
Filtered and heavily makeup and crazy eyelashes.
Well, no, because they see me without makeup all the time. So that's a common, it's not so jarring.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not always trying to get all, dolled up for the gram or YouTube, like you said.
Yeah, I just like to be myself.
And that's the most important. Be authentic. Be yourself. And people are getting away from that. We got to get back to authenticity. Just be yourself. Be happy with who you are. Mm-hmm. Love yourself. Nothing wrong with that.
Love yourself through the journey.
Exactly.
Don't have like an if. I used to call it the if then. Don't be like, well, if this happens, then I'll be happy. Once I'm 110 pounds, then I'll be happy. When it's like, no, like be happy
now.
all the way through your journey. Like I said, I had that epiphany on my road to 50 when I was building that I'm like, I'm all in. I'm doing this. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the extra calories. I'm going to enjoy this part of the process. I'm just going to just fully immerse myself in it. And then I enjoyed the whole journey. I wasn't miserable. I didn't white knuckle the journey. I kind of enjoyed every piece of it. And then when I went into the cut, I was like, this is so exciting. Like every week, knowing every week I'm a little bit better and I'm a little bit, and it was so cool because through editing my road to 50, at the end of each week, I would edit the previous week's like diary entries. And I already like felt like, I'm like, oh my God, at the beginning of the week, I was already like looking different, feeling different than I do now. Like even week over week in my editing, I would see it when I went to edit the videos. It was so cool like to do that. But I was happy all along the way. I was like, ooh, another layer, another week. Like this is so fun. I made it fun and exciting. I made it fun and not like a miserable process of like, I'm just going to do this and I'm not going to be happy until I get to the end. Because if you have that mindset, the end never comes.
Never.
The end actually never comes.
When you do get to where you want to be at, sometimes you're like, damn, this isn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. No, it's anticlimactic.
Yeah.
The joy is in the journey.
And listen, what happens to fitness competitors that you've been around? They're in the trenches. They're grinding. They're training. The diet part's the big part of how they're transforming. They got the best body that they're like, wow, I look like this. Oh my God, I'm stepping on stage with all these women, and then boom, show's over. Lights are off. No more. That's gone. Now they go back into the other direction.
Yeah,
you've seen it.
They get depressed a lot because when you have a goal to work towards.
Yep.
And I think that's why maybe some people are always striving for the next best thing and the next goal because they're chasing that high of having that to work towards. So it can be a slippery slope, you know? That's why it's a good thing for us to cover now here, like at the end of our road. Yeah. Right? It's, you know, it's important for us to be like mindful of that. Like, okay, let's enjoy this for a while. You know, maybe divert some of that extra attention into our clients or into something else, but not always feel like we then need to strive for more. No. Like you got to learn to be happy with the status quo. And I think it's a lot easier if you enjoyed the journey. If you enjoyed the journey, then it's easier. But for the people that like have this attitude like, oh, I'm just going to like be miserable until I get to this goal. And then when I'm there, I'm going to be happy. No, because guess what? You're not going to be happy. No, you're not. You won't. That feeling you're chasing, it's not going to be there. And you're going to be like, now what? Then you're going to go back in the other direction. Oh, God. Why is it's the human psyche.
Our mind is crazy sometimes.
Is crazy.
It'll work with you and for you, but then it'll work against you. Yeah. And I like what David Goggins says. He says something that always sticks with me. Control the mind or it'll control you. A lot of people have no control of their mind. It's controlling them, their everyday actions. I
could not agree more. That's a great way to end. Control the mind or it'll control you. On the next episode, we are going to redefine what thriving in midlife actually means. Because I talk about it all the time. My whole channel is about how to thrive in midlife. Well, what does that actually mean? We're going to cover it on the next episode. See you there.